All right, I'll try and do this video key pretty fast, but I want to explain as usual, right? So I just have this set up so it's really easy for me to calculate and partial screen. And then these are the conversion factors that we will be using that have been given here. And in the first problem, I went down here. It says convert 3.86 meters to inches. So then I went up here to see where I could find meters and inches. And remember, this is going to be the American side, and this is going to be the metric side. All right, American. All right, so I'm hunting for inches to meters. That's inches to centimeters, inches to meters. All right, that's right here. All right, so A. So it says meters. I'll put 1 point, and this is exactly 1 meter, so that's why I put a couple zeros after it, is equal to 39.4 inches. All right. It's nice we have this because I don't know that one by heart. All right. So now I'm going to move this up. So we have the equivalence right here, that 1 meter is the same amount of length as 39.4 inches. So we have to decide, once we put what we have been given, which is 3.86 meters, we know that we need to multiply a conversion factor. And if we're going to do this right, we know meter has to be in the denominator so it will cancel. So the number that goes with meter is 1, all right? And then 39.4 inches goes on the top. So once we do that, we see, oh, yes, cancel out the meters, and we see that we have a multiplication problem. We're going to be multiplying 3.86 times 39.4. And the only unit left is inches. And this is over 1. So after a while, we don't even pay any attention to that. All right. But in fact, it's over 1. All right. So now 3.86 times 39.4. 3.86 times 39.4 equals 152. All right, 0.1. But we already have 3 numbers, so and inches is the final unit. All right. So the conversion factor, we automatically took the equivalence here. That 1 meter is equivalent to 39.4 inches. And then we set it up with the 1 meter in the denominator so it would cancel out that guy, that meter, in the numerator. All right, so we got the inches we want. We went from meters, the old units, canceled out the old unit, and got the new unit we wanted, inches. All right, now convert 3,280 centimeters to inches. Now that's both length again, but centimeters to inches. So inches is 1 inch. So this is the one we're going to use here. 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Exactly 1 is what I implied by that. All right. So now we have 3,280 centimeters. And I'm going to use a conversion factor. All right. Now, I like to put it in brackets just to remind you it's a conversion factor, a special kind of thing. I know I'm going to want to have the centimeters and the number that goes with it, which is 2.54 on the bottom. So these will cancel. And what would go on the top then is the 1 inch. All right, so this time, instead of multiplying, we have 3,280 times 1 divided by 2.54. And the unit left is inches. So we're going to take 3,280 and divide it by 2.54. Just checking what's up there. So that equals about a third as many inches, 1,291. All right, so see how we only have 3 numbers here. So I'm just going to round this. When you round a number like this, we'll just say, we can't really say 1,291, but we could say 90. So we use a 0 placeholder. All right? We'll practice doing that part quite a bit. So this is rounded to, all right? Now convert 3.26 quarts to liters. 3.26 quarts to liters. So a quart and a liter are very similar in size. Let's go up and see quart. Here it is. 1.06 quarts in 1 liter. 1.06 quarts is equivalent to 1 liter. All right? So I'm going to start with 3.26, and it's in quarts, so I know that in my conversion factor, I want quart down here, and the number that goes with quarts is 1.06. And then the other one is the liter, so, and of course this is like that, liter, and that means, once again, we're going to divide. So you can see how the conversion factor tells us, by canceling out those units, it tells us the right answer is to be gotten by dividing. All right, 3.26 divided by 1.06. 3.075, 3.075, all rounded to 0.08. All right, and that, does that make sense? 3.26 quarts, is that the same amount as 3.08 liters? Well, yes, a liter is just a little bit less than, a liter is just a little bit, whoops, the other way around. Liters are bigger, aren't they? So there should be a smaller number of these. Liters are bigger than quarts, because 1 liter is the same thing as 1.06 quarts. All right, it's the same amount of liquid volume, though. All right, so that's how we know this makes sense. The bigger unit has the smaller number. The smaller number of them. I know that may be confusing. That's why memorization doesn't work. The bigger unit has the smaller number. All right, liter is the bigger unit. Okay, so now you're getting the hang of this, I hope. So go ahead and finish all of these, and you will see the rest of the answers later on. All right, I will talk to you later.